Yuji's arc just out of the window.
Oh
bro.
yeah, no, that ruined Yuji's
I actually
arc.
really like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Because
What?
What happened?
That ruins his arc, him being immortal.
But it's interesting to see how immortality has made him turn into isolation. The fact knowing that he'll never accomplish his granddad's wish.
How is that interesting to see?
Is it not?
No?
No, because
Oh my God.
it's not even a main point. We haven't seen it. It's just a throwaway thing.
Again, am I saying that that's like top 5
Well,
moments
no,
in the show?
because
I'm saying
you
it's
don't
something
see-
interesting to do. Like,
no,
because
it's horrible.
It's not.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Brother Complex Podcast. Another Friday with us four brothers. So today we're going to start with media of the month. So each one of us bring us a piece of media that we're going to discuss. And then we are going to move on to Brother's Verdict, which is where we take things that you've given us and we review. And then we are going to play GuessLink. The two losers are Rafa and Thiago. And they're going to fight to see who is the true loser. So before we move on, just do please subscribe. It does help us a lot. Leave a comment and a like. And especially for the Brother's Verdict, it is literally all about you. We review stuff that you give us. So do please give us whatever you'd like, and we are going to review next Friday. So without any further ado, let's move on to...
We also have TikTok and Instagram down below if you want to check us out there. Everyone forgets to fucking say it.
So without any further ado, let's go to Media of the Month.
Media of the month.
So let's start over there. Let's start over here.
No, we're starting over there because you said that.
Yeah, so my media of the month is the same as last time if you watched, which is going to be Fire Punch. I'm only bringing it because I have read a little bit more. I've read a few more chapters. I think I read like 20 more chapters, which is not that crazy when it comes to anime, but with manga, I mean. But it's getting interesting. Like, because from what I know, Fire Punch has like 100 chapters, which is not a lot compared with some other mangas we've read. But, like, it's getting a bit crazy because now they've added. So his whole thing, like I explained last time, is that he has like regeneration, and there's other blessed people which also have regeneration, and then there's also people that it's different levels. Just like his sister had a weaker regeneration, some people have weaker, others have stronger. His is very strong, and he just met this other bitch that also has like crazy regeneration that's been living for 300 years, and all she cares about, she's tapped in the head.
Is it stronger than his?
No, it's on par with his. At least that's kind of what they stated. And it's like they're about to have like a big, because the whole thing is the guy that set him on fire, that he wants to kill him, that classic story. And they're about to like meet and have this big battle with other like blessed people. They introduced like the worst of the worst because they're just criminals. Like this guy that like, I think there was this guy that he could bend any iron that he could see. And there was this other guy that
Like a weaker Magneto.
Well, I haven't seen him do shit. He just had his eyes like blocked and he was just all chained up. And then this other guy that can like manipulate wind and fly, and apparently ripped like 17 people's eyes off just because he could. And this guy, like, I don't remember his power, but like he shows up with like this whole suit when they let him out. It's this guy that like it's a pretty common power that he's just stronger. Like he can use more of his muscles.
Yeah.
And the thing is one of the other criminals was talking to him. This is how fucked this manga is. He was talking to him and he's like, do you think they'll actually let us go? Because the whole thing is like, you'll fight this. You have bombs inside you, kind of like Suicide Squad. If you win, we'll let you go. If you lose, we're going to set off the bombs and you're going to explode. So one of the criminals turns to this guy with the muscles. And he's like, oh, do you think they'll let us go? And he's like, I don't care. I just want to someone.
First 5 minutes.
First, bleep that. But that which is it. He's just like, I don't care. I just want to fight someone and just touch him up. So, and that's about to happen. So we'll see. We'll see because
For
he's
the
also
people
been
in the
warning.
back, because that word's going to get bleeped, he said...
He's been like,
Please move that again. That'll be so funny, man.
he's been like fight. Like I'm just gonna see, because he's been learning a little bit how to fight, and we've been learning a little bit more about him because the way they're acting is because initially we're like, oh, the whole thing about his character is about revenge for his sister, but now he's finally like seeing other things, like seeing slaves and like he wants to free up people. He's like, he's just been using like the revenge as a reason to keep living, that it became him just to distract himself from the pain that he's burning. And now that he's coming in terms with that, he's like, I'm actually not that type of person. I just convinced myself that I am, that all I want to do is kill this guy. That's all about revenge. And it's just on the pinnacle of that. And the fight's going to happen soon, and I'm going to want to see what go on. So it's becoming very interesting.
How many chapters are they down?
21?
I think 20 something. So I'm about a quarter way through of what's released.
Has the manga have like big fights yet?
Not really, but depending on how... I didn't think this manga would, but they're kind of setting it up now with like these powered individuals going against him that like he has because the whole thing is like he's going to go fight in the city that uses people. They call these people with abilities firewood. They strap you down and they feed you nutrients. So they kind of like force you to use your abilities. For example, if you have electricity abilities, you're their generators. If you have fire like abilities, they'll use you for He's now coming, so it's a city that's run like that, and he's coming into this city, and people are just like, if he touches anything, everything's gonna get set on fire, because the flames don't go out until whatever is on fire just despawns. And it's kind of crazy, because like you think that the guy that set him on fire, he's set up to be like this big bad guy, doesn't care, but when you see him again, he's just like, I'm just so sorry that I did everything. The main character, of course, doesn't see anything, but the guy is he's just gone up here. So we'll see. So brutal. Bro, so like I'm gonna want to see he's gonna come in like hella like angry with this guy, not come, and then he's gonna just be like, oh, this guy doesn't even want to like do anything, he's just depressed. So we're gonna see how it goes.
Do you think it's fake, like the way he's acting?
He was in prison. He was just like this, please. So we'll see, but I'm really curious. Like I can feel that he's gonna have a crazy character arc.
I mean, it does sound quite fire.
Like he's been.
Oh my god. Unsubscribe and do me a favor, just whole family just blip
Also,
them.
like, no.
Get the dogs on him.
Get the dogs out.
Get the whole Thanos glove inside his asshole. No, but to be fair, like when we were talking about suffering, this guy like fucking suffering. For example, there was just a part where he was asleep because he has to sleep in the snow outside, like, and he just wakes up screaming because if you're sleepy, he loses focus, so he can't be regenerating, so he feels more pain.
Did he get sold by his dad and got raped?
He saw his sister burn up in front of him.
Didn't get sold by his father figure because his father was obviously already dead.
But there is hella fucking in this show as well. There was this guy that was like, basically, there was this girl and this guy that looked like a girl, and this guy came into him in the city that he's going to now, and he was like, oh no, I'm just gonna be nice to you two. And she was like, oh, for real? Like, I was actually thinking about running. And he was like, yeah, you guys don't need to do anything. I just want you to see fuck these dogs, because he's just into that. So you're just here to fuck these pets, and that's it. And she was like, oh, what? So they tried to run away. The little boy loses his legs straight away. It's the panel I'll show you with his ass out, no legs, just chopped.
Brutal.
It's brutal, bro.
I read this.
Is that worse than living with pigs and just
So, but the world is so interesting, and you see how I told you, like, I learned so much stuff.
That or looking clap.
And like you learn so much. I don't know if I'm making sense on how good this manga is being. And like, because the whole thing is the world set up as it's the big snow like goddess that's setting the whole world in snow. But it's just the government lying. It's just an ice age, and humanity's not going to last long. And it's just like, it's fucking crazy. And it's just using people as firewood. And his name is Agni. And the whole they see him as a god because he's just on fire and just walking. And then there's this little guy that he gets put as a firewood because he has electricity powers, and there's like hundreds of people there just suffering, and the only time they're not suffering is when they go to sleep. They're for like 4 hours, and he's telling them stories about Agni as a god, and initially everyone's just like, shut up, but then they're like, actually tell me more, because he gives them hope. So like, if he has a good character arc, this could be fucking peak.
Brutal.
It does sound pretty cool.
animate that, whoever you are.
Mappa, get on it.
I don't know how you could animate some of these stuff, like the Wool Boy wasn't good.
Well, yeah, but that's the same reason why
spinner
Berserk
out.
can never be animated properly, because of how much, like, for you to, you can't be like, you can't be
I mean,
trustworthy.
if
with
they're
source
like,
material.
a hint that it's happening, and like the focus
You
is
have
on
to see the tits, bro. You have to see, like, how you
like,
cannot.
for example, that big scene with Griffin and Casca.
Griffith.
Yeah. What if they animated that with just Guts' reaction
No, you
and maybe
can't.
the shadow?
No, but you don't get it. For example, you see the girl that said this lived for 300 years.
Yeah.
All she cares, because she's lived for so long, she knew the world before the Ice Age.
You can't-
So all she cares about is like films and making movies. But before she got given a camera to make a movie, and the main character is Agni, so she's like betraying him because she just wants to see people fight. She would just put explosives inside her head and blow herself up just to see if she could live through it.
But no, but
because
to
her
be-
regeneration is so
No,
strong.
but to be fair, the Berserk show that I watched, that was maybe the worst one, but that one, when Griffith has his way with what's her name?
Kafka.
Yeah, like
Berserk fun, by the way.
there's tits and there's
Yeah, no, but you have to show like how brutal it is.
no,
like,
trust me, they show them.
well, that's the worst fucking version of
Guts
the
is currently having his arm chewed off while Casca is getting
No,
her
but, like,
Casca blown the fuck out.
they actually show in a manga. It's not just that moment. In a manga, there's multiple times where they show how brutal it is. They show like like women just spikes, just throw them. Or like there's literally this scene of like this woman, and you need to show that it's like this woman that's separated. She was like a princess, and then she was given like this role as the lead army of the like the religion they had, right? But she was just given to it because she was kind of royalty, whatever. So she gets attracted to this brutality because from young she saw people getting burned alive and stuff. So she's fighting Guts, and she starts like riding his sword to the point where she's obviously bleeding, and it's like, yeah, you cannot show that in anime, but like that was her being thing of like she has a thing for brutality. Like she's so messed up that like she's attracted to Guts, not because of who Guts is, but because of this aggression. And it's like it's so hard to show that in anime because like it's dark fantasy. It approaches a lot of dark. Like
I don't think I want to see
Guts
that.
tried to Casca as well. Guts tries to kill himself. Like
This episode.
it's like Guts actively
didn't try.
he did later in the manga.
correct.
He tried, and it's like because of
Good thing we're not being
because of the
monetized.
armor. It's him realizing of like he's losing his humanity because he's just solely focused on killing Griffith, which has become this like devil thing. So he himself is losing it, and it's him coming to that realization that his revenge is leading him down that path, and it's whether he actually wants to go down that path or not. Because his main thing was protecting Casca. So it's the thing of like, how the fuck are you going to show that in anime? And your main character does that, but you need to show that to show his battle is inner conflict. But like in anime, how are you going to show that? It's very, very tough. But it's dark fantasy for a reason.
It's sounding like it's a lot like Fire Punch because like you can't see like because he also his sister before she does ask for Bebe with him. She does ask for Bebe.
Is there a woman in spikes as well, just fucking through the rectum and out the mouth? Huh?
Not yet.
There's a couple.
Just a little boy with no legs with his peanut out.
Is that her berserk?
Peanut the leg.
There's not really people with like no legs.
No, bro, in Fire Punch.
No legs.
There's
They're
more
just-
people without legs. than people with no legs.
What was the name of like the tank? The big like Asian guy.
Too big. I can get this. It's not Pim. It's something like that.
Pip.
Pippin.
Something like
Pippin.
that is right.
Pippin.
There's literally like when they're like in that realm where it's all demons, like everyone's dead, and he goes to him. He's like, "You're alive," and then you just see a panel from behind. His whole posterior chain is no longer there.
By the way, these are the concepts like you've grown attached to. Within 2 chapters, everybody gets murdered. This guy gets eaten. This guy, bro.
From the front, he's smiling, he's fine, and then next panel, no back.
just wreck them out.
Yeah, you just see his spine.
Just multiple people.
I just with stories like these, I just don't know if you can like write them like this. Like you can't write them properly to explain
As
the
in
arcs.
animated, you mean?
Yeah, animated.
Yeah.
Because with manga you can, and you can show in the panels like the, people with no legs.
Well, but would you say that's the same with Chainsaw Man, and they still have kept
Where have they
on
shown
this
something
stuff?
like this in Chainsaw Man? But it's
Well,
because they don't do.
I mean, they will eventually animate that scene in manga where he eats his own cum or something.
Yeah, but even then, it's easier to animate than like these
I
topics.
guess.
It's just like this would need to be 18 plus. Like shows,
18, make it fucking 25.
like it needs to be just like adult. Yeah,
Like, you
you know
need
what I mean?
to
Like
wear
it needs to be
special code to watch it.
like yeah. And anime doesn't really do 18 plus stuff.
Well,
So
even
it's-
with MHH, they got scared of getting a little bit darker.
No,
so.
but that's different. That was just to do because they're shonen.
Yes,
so
master.
and they're scared to death. So it's very, very hard. So it's very hard to get any true adaptations to these stories. But if you don't do it, then you're taking away from the actual message.
Yeah.
So it's tough. There's a lot of like weird sex things going on in Berserk.
But to be fair, I did think that the way
Why
they
is
did
there
it,
always 6 things?
the way they did it with the show that I watched from Berserk, yes, it wasn't like to the peak, but I thought they went like dark enough.
No.
Okay.
Casca's getting dogged.
Yeah, but it's in the back.
No,
bro.
it's not.
My contribution
You
to
can see the
Media of the
follicles.
Month was originally going to be Stranger Things, but then I couldn't even be asked to
But you've
finish
seen
it
Stranger
because,
Things.
I have. I've seen things that have been stranger.
Apparently, Vecna is hitting the really well.
I don't know. The
No, she
fucking-
fucks Will.
I watched the first 2 volumes. That's the last episode left. I couldn't care less.
I haven't watched.
World's
It's,
ending.
it's so shit I can't even be asked talking about it. So yeah, I didn't even finish. So my submission for this meet of the month is going to be Modulo.
Isn't it Modulo?
Modulo or
You
no
said-
Modulo?
No, it's
Modulo.
Modulo.
It's Modulo. Modulo.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
right.
is it?
Yeah, I've read
I
it.
thought it was with a G.
No.
Modulo.
No,
to the D.
MODU.
Okay. Regardless, the JJK manga sequel, I've been reading it. I'm not up to date as it's coming out now because this will come out later.
Because this will come out.
Oh, yeah.
But I've been enjoying the story, and I've been obviously enjoying the return to JJK, seeing a lot of the stuff that has happened. But I don't think it's that.
Well, you just started.
It just
Well, no,
started.
but it's so like it's going to finish soon. Like it's a limited series. Like it only has 30 chapters.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're
Maybe
halfway.
Big Raga.
Yeah, we're more than halfway.
No, we're not more than halfway. The
Is it
latest
14?
chapter as of right now is 13.
Oh, then yeah.
As of when we're recording
As
this.
of when we're recording. Yeah. I'm curious what they're gonna do. They keep teasing Yuji. But,
Also, Yuji's arc just out of the window.
oh
bro.
yeah, no, that ruined
I
Yuji's
actually
arc.
really like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Because
Okay.
it's-
What?
What happened?
That ruins his arc, him being immortal.
How does that ruin it?
Because the whole thing with his grandpa, which is my point with Yuji, is die. And they mentioned that in Modulo because Nobara says he wanted to die surrounded by people he loves,
Okay,
and now he
that-
can't even go to funerals because everyone's dying. around
That's
him.
not the whole point of his character.
That's one of the main points.
No, the whole main point is that he's always struggled to find a reason to live, like a purpose for life.
Sure.
And at the
Sure.
beginning, his grandpa gave him the first reason, which is live to have people around you so you don't die alone.
Yeah,
Right.
and now he can't die.
But then throughout the series, he has changed that purpose since.
No, but that
And it makes so much sense that like this guy that has lived his entire life pretty much thinking about how he's gonna die, so how to live a life purposeful enough to justify his death. Now he can't die. So what's the point of living?
He can die. He just doesn't age. He can die. He can kill himself.
Well, yeah, but then then it doesn't give his death purpose. Like the whole thing is that he lives since the beginning trying to find a purpose to justify him dying. Like he can't just die. Like he gets put up to execution.
No, he didn't want a purpose to his death. He wanted a purpose to his wife.
Yeah,
but I think those are
to
different
justify
things.
dying.
No, I think those are different things. He was never looking for a purpose to justify his death. He was just looking for a purpose to his life.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
those are different things.
Regardless, but the whole thing of him not being able to die brings the whole thing. What's the purpose of life if it doesn't have end?
that means he's never gonna die surrounded by the people he's loved.
Which
And
was
then-
like such a strong message for
which
him.
is hurtful. But first
no,
of
but it's
all,
not popping. It was like that was his story from the beginning was that he was gonna die surrounded by the people he loved, and then he kept losing the people he loved.
And also it affects a little bit of Gojo's thing, because Gojo's was like, no one's going to be alone just having the feelings that he did of just being a weapon. And now Yuji's alone.
yeah, but maybe he now can finally recognize what Gojo
No,
felt
but
and be
the,
at
the whole
same,
point the whole point is that Gojo didn't want to let that happen ever again. And so it hurts
he
Yuji's
did.
message. No, because Yuji's alone now. He doesn't even go to his friends' funerals because of how many funerals he's been to. Because people aging are dying and he's the only one that's not dying with his friends. Which affects his message of being like, wanted to die surrounded
But
by
that
his
wasn't
friends.
his message.
There, it was a
Well,
strong
it
part
was,
of Yuji.
no, it was the very beginning. It was just the first reason for his life's purpose is to have friends so that when he dies, he's surrounded by friends.
And now he doesn't
But
have that.
ever since, he's changed his perspective on his life and what the purpose of his existence is. Like the whole fight with Mahito is that his purpose is not have friends so that he doesn't die alone. The purpose is so that he will continue killing curses, like no matter like when they come back.
Yeah, but
or
he's
that's-
always, but he never changed of where he wanted to die surrounded by his friends. That was like always his main
yeah, and
thing.
also
and
like,
that's why he stopped going to
why
funerals.
he was and
Tell me, how is that a point of the show later on?
What do you mean later on? Just because they don't keep banging the same
No,
notes,
because
it's
that
not a
was
point.
just the beginning. Like him being immortal ties back to that moment with his grandpa, and he now realizes that he will carry a curse that he'll never be able to do
No,
what
but
his
he
granddad
doesn't
wished.
realize that because he hasn't even showed up in Mojo.
I know, but like you can realize that for him.
no, you can't.
You can write stuff about Carter that doesn't happen.
And listen, you know that about his grandpa, that what he told him, and then you learn that he's now immortal, so you yourself can make the correlation of like he will never be able to fulfill what his granddad told him.
His granddad's last wish.
Yeah.
Which I
So that doesn't hurt his character.
It does.
That just adds more pain
So
and
Grandpa
suffering, but it
just
doesn't
died
destroy
for
his
But it's
character.
not-
no one said destroy. No one said destroy.
No one said destroy.
He said ruins.
Ruins is a strong word. Affects. It
I
does
said
affect.
effect.
No, you
No,
said
he said
ruins.
ruins.
Said ruins.
Negatively
And also,
impact.
Negative
I guess I really don't know things, so I really don't mind. I also really want to see it. We haven't really seen it yet.
I just don't see how they're gonna make it worthwhile. The whole thing about Yuji and it adds suffering to him, but it doesn't seem like it's suffering that's worth it. Like it doesn't
What
seem.
suffering is worth it?
No, in a sense, not in the sense of
the
like
story.
he enjoys it. Yeah, like to his story.
It's like he always wanted to protect others and his friends, and he was always so close to his friends. He was almost like just living
That's
for
why
his
he
friends.
was so okay with
Listen,
sacrificing himself,
every-
and why he was so adamant on saving Megami.
And every time he comes back to the fight, because he's a pussy boy and cries like 13 times in the show, every time he comes back, it's because of his friends. He almost just lives through his friends. He keeps fighting because of his friends, and all his friends are just
End of
dying.
JJK execution.
And now-
Megami needs him to save him.
And again, that's why no one can find him, because he now probably doesn't have a purpose.
Yeah, but it's not a
to
good
living.
end to the character.
But that's not the end yet. Until the manga is finished, we can't say. Listen, if
How
the
did he become immortal?
if the manga
it's because technically, since Sukuna was inside him, and also because of his brothers, they're kind of like death paintings.
it's kind of like Chozo.
Chozo would have
wouldn't
been
really
an-
age.
Yeah, Chozo would have been immortal.
Because they're not
really?
really human. They're like half cursed
yeah,
spirit.
Yuji isn't like a.
So, for
100%.
example, imagine if Yuji hadn't eaten the finger ever. Would
well,
he just
to be
have
fair,
lived
they haven't
forever?
really explained much.
Well,
why
yeah,
he's
because he
immortal.
was like extremely strong even before. He was like overhuman. It was like
I think
not subhuman.
it
What's the
doesn't-
other word? Childlike.
So 5.
It does affect.
He
the
was
character.
throughout.
Like Yuji's main thing was his friends, and now he doesn't even talk to his friends anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to Nobara. Nobara like that's
Listen,
apart.
Because you said,
Yeah,
no,
but
didn't you
because we
say
haven't
when we
seen-
talked about
no-
MCs?
no
Didn't you
birds there.
Because he's in isolation.
No, she's just very old.
And she got hurt, but she's alive.
Wait, Nobara's alive?
Yeah. And like there's a video clip, or it's
She
a video.
must have-
It's a video in the mangas, but there's like this thing that they played of Nobara being like, "Oh, people asking, do you know where Yuji is?" And he's like, "No, I haven't seen him since like somebody's funeral, and he doesn't go to funerals anymore. So if you see him, tell him." And she said, something
Tell him,
specific.
don't feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate me.
So she doesn't even. He doesn't even hang out with Nobara.
Wait, but Nobara was dead.
Again,
No.
if the manga finished right now, I would agree with you because it's mentioned and never
Okay,
touched
that's
on
off
again.
right now.
As
They
of
haven't
right now.
explained it.
But we're talking about as of right now.
We're talking about the latest release, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so just
Like I just don't.
No, because you're making such
No,
a big,
because
a big
the-
claim
the-
when they haven't
because-
even finished it.
As of right now, yeah. What they could ruin it, they could save it. But like your point right now.
No, but
your
you're saying it. You're not saying that they could. You're saying that they have ruined it with what they've done.
So far,
They've
it affects
affected
the
it so far.
character.
Yeah. Okay, Tiago, there wasn't one of your my points about Yuji that he's a very kind character towards his friends.
It was.
And now he doesn't. And so
No, he doesn't go to her funeral.
no, he doesn't even have friends, bro.
No, but it's interesting to see how immortality has made him turn into isolation. The fact knowing that he'll never accomplish
How
his
is that-
granddad's
how is that
wish.
How is that
Interesting to
interesting to see?
Is it not?
No?
No, because
Oh my God.
it's not even a main point. We haven't seen it. It's just a throwaway thing.
Again, am I saying that that's like top 5
Well,
moments
no,
in the show?
because
I'm saying
you
it's
don't
something
see,
interesting.
no,
and you're like,
no, because it's not
horrible.
It's not because you don't see that build of
You don't
him
see that.
diving into the isolation.
have you
let
seen-
me finish. You don't see that build of him diving into the isolation. You have a like a 50-year time skip, and he's just by himself ignoring Nobara.
Yeah, have
That
you
is
have
not-
you seen Yuji deal with his immortality and not going? No, it just stated.
I agree with you. They mention it and they're setting it up. If they never capitalize on it, I'll come here and be like, you guys were right. The Gege did a terrible job writing Yuji. But the thing is, the manga's coming out. They're setting something up. I'm excited to see how that caps off. If that doesn't,
Yeah, no,
then
but,
obviously
okay.
that's
We're not
shit.
talking
But
about that. You just said they're like, it's interesting to see Yuji dealing with his isolation. But by the time our module starts, he's already given up on
isolated.
everything.
I know, but it's interesting to see the contrast, or that is going to see the contrast between how he is now dealing with his immortality to how he was before.
I think it affects his message and Gojo's a little bit. So
But-
even
but-
I don't know
but,
how they talk it
but
out.
yeah, so yeah, I do think that there was a little bit of kind of like jump in storytelling because like the manga starts Tsuguri and Yuka as the main characters, and they have the aliens. I actually don't mind the introduction of the aliens, and
Suguri isn't a son to Yuta.
Well, they're grandkids. They're not.
Yeah, no, they're not.
so
They're not
lost.
grandkids to them.
yes, sir.
No,
Yeah.
Suguri isn't. I don't think.
No,
are.
they're brother and sister.
Are they?
Yeah.
Because
Are they twins?
No,
No, the girl's older.
No, it's the other way around.
Who,
Oh, the guy's
who's
old.
this now?
Sorry.
Can you just explain to me how fucking Nobara's alive? 'Cause she
No,
got,
they
she got
are-
her
they are-
eye
they are
fucking
still-
popped off.
Yeah, she was in that patch.
So yeah,
But I
so
thought the whole thing with it was that people just
Not fully.
I do think that like
like Nanami got blown to bits.
Yeah, because he blew him to bits.
But with her, she just
It was the eye socket, and then they were able to heal her from that.
Okay.
I think there was like a big jump out of nowhere in the story because like when they go because you spend time developing Yuka and Suguri and Maru right with the aliens and like you setting up this conflict, and then you have the whole thing where Cross gets shot. And then it
that
cuts.
happened so quick.
I know, and then but that then cuts like the next. I'm pretty sure the next chapter is them revealing that Yuka has cancer, that she's gonna drop on them with Mahogara.
Yuka has
that-
cancer happens before.
Wait,
Cross.
how
is it?
Yeah. I think so. I think so.
Who's Yuki and how does he have Mokugar?
They're Yuta's grandkids.
Yeah.
And how do they have Mahogawa? Where's Yuta?
Because she has a 10 shadows.
Because she
I actually really like that reveal
inherited.
that she has 10 shadows, and because what happened with Megumi, it was forbidden for her to use the Shikigami, so she could only use the
The formations or whatever it was.
So that was interesting, but like
So
that
from,
whole thing
from
with
what I'm
her with
gathering,
cancer
for her,
and,
her
I
daughter
don't know, I just thought,
Okay, you're speaking at the same time, bro. You're speaking to him and he's speaking to the world.
I just thought it was a bit rushed.
I agree.
I'm talking about
But then again, a story with 33 chapters. That's all. You
Yeah,
get
and like you haven't set up
the chameleons or the Wolfians, whatever they're called.
Yeah,
bro.
we haven't set up the big villain of the aliens to be the same level as Sukuna.
They've
for
just
example.
stated that he aura forms.
Yeah, so like when Mahogara drops on him, it's like you're excited because Mahogara is back, but like you don't care
Mahoraga.
as much as when the Mahogara fought Sukuna. Mahoraga fought Sukuna.
Yeah, but I want to see it still.
Same, but it's still hype.
So from what I've heard, I assume the Yuta.
So basically,
and
this
Megumi
story.
had a kid?
No, this story was around
Maki.
Yuta and Maki have kids, and then
Their
this
kids.
is the story of their kids. So they're Yuta's and Maki's grandkids. There, it's a girl and a guy. Okay, the guy's a little older, but the guy is believed to have a heavenly restriction. Okay?
Like just like
so, like
Toji.
Toji. And he also has the Rika ring.
Just like his
Okay.
grandma.
The girl inherited 10 shadows.
But how if the 10 shadows was
Because
Megumi's?
Yuta was both an inheritor from the Gojo and the
Not Yuta. It's because Maki is Zenin.
Oh.
Yuta is Gojo.
Yeah.
And the Zenin clan has a 10 shadows.
Yeah.
So there was a
Maki,
chance.
Maki didn't have it, but there's a chance
Yeah.
that her
But
descendants.
Megumi had because he was Toji's.
but I think Yuta was also from this.
No, he's just Gojo.
He's
clone.
just Gojo. It's like a long distance related Gojo.
So who had 10 shadows before Megumi? No idea.
a
Someone
random
else.
user.
So someone from the Zenin clan, because there was the whole thing, the fight, always the clash between the Gojo clan with the Zenin
Which
clan,
is stupid.
the Six Eyes against the.
I don't think there's
Shadows.
any 10 shadows user that'll beat a 6 eyes with infinity.
Well, but it
user.
never happened where 6 Eyes and Infinity were together
Yeah.
besides Gojo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
like 6-7 times. I don't know.
I don't know. Do you think like
Can you have
a
a heavenly
fully realized 10 shadows
No.
user?
No, the only
With Mahogara,
no.
like tame
No,
Mahogara.
the only reason Sukuna was able to do it was because of his knowledge of cursed energy, because of how long he's lived.
I know, but do you think someone?
No.
Wait, question. The whole thing with Mahogawa,
Mahoraga.
is the Mahoraga kills the person that's just popped him out with the whole purpose
With
of killing that
the
person.
ritual,
that they
it's
decided,
whoever's in the ritual.
So how did he not attack Sukuna?
Because Sukuna had beat Mahoraga,
Yeah.
so he tamed him.
Oh,
Maybe in Shibuya.
is that how you tame him?
You have to.
yeah, it's how you
beat him
tame
in
every
fight.
Shikigami.
So, but for example, Megumi didn't even get a chance to tame him then.
Because he knew he couldn't.
So he just got popped.
Yeah, it's a suicide pact, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that Yuka did
Does,
because
and,
because she has cancer. So they have no one that can fight this big alien that's supposed to be on the same level as Sukuna. So she drops in, summons Mahogara to put him in the in the big summons big Raga and includes the big alien guy in the ritual, and then she basically just
Dies.
Hide. No, she's hiding right now.
Oh.
yeah she's
hiding in the
Well, to be
shadow.
fair, they're saying that she's in a trance state, that she's pretty much like close
She's
to death.
close to death. That's what they say.
But to be fair, heavenly restriction with the ring.
What if
ring,
she
that's
unlocks the
not
Six Eyes?
He put Rika on. He dressed Rika.
I don't think the 6 Eyes is something you even walk.
Well,
It's something you have
'cause
from birth.
he cast Rika, and then Rika like is on him.
Yeah, and now Suguri is fighting Maru, which is a pretty good. Oh yeah, and the last thing that happened is like, so Maru is one of the aliens that was like a good guy, but because his brother got killed, or not killed, we don't know, but
Injured.
like shot by the humans, he's like aggressive and fighting Suguri, and he's beaten him. Like he had a heavenly restriction, right, Suguri? He's beaten him so badly that Rika came out of this ringer, fused with him, and now it's kind of like a human form Rika with like the fighting abilities of someone like Toji. So
fair. Question: how is Nobara still alive? If
she's old as shit.
Okay.
I want Suguri to still talk.
Which doesn't really.
Well,
I
wait,
guess,
and
I
so
guess she was quite young.
yeah. So you're telling me the older friends they usually made along the way, now they're all dead or
Well,
old as
they're all
fuck,
elders. They were all
and
like.
Yuji just never spent his time
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
Well, he stopped going to funerals.
I can see how this may
like,
come.
so probably like Todo's probably dead.
Todo's that fuck.
Bro,
No,
he was
Todo's
he's,
older
bro, he hasn't been
Oh,
shown,
does this
but
mean this is like the end of JJK?
Have you
This
seen?
is like a time skip.
Yeah.
This is just like an.
Have you seen that illustration of like the trio, like at
yeah,
this
and
time?
Megami looks like a bomb.
Yeah, and it's old Nobara, Yuji normal, and then Megami is like
a
5
short,
foot
fat
fat.
Anyway, how long have we been going for?
We started at like 116.
don't know. It's almost
Alright.
like you have to reset.
Like
time.
half an hour.
Almost like you have to
Well,
reset.
any of you are welcome to remind me. Any of you? Anyone?
Anyway, so that was JJK Modulo. My media of the month is Bulwark. Now, from where we're recording, I'm sure a lot of stuff has happened more, but from where we're recording, I believe the last thing that occurred was that you guys know the Japan leader. So the guy that was always getting on Ego's ass.
Yeah.
He's starting a new version of Bulwark to counter
to
Bulwark.
counter it, and it has the guy that first showed up.
It's not a new version of Bulwark, unless I haven't.
No, it's not. It's a new version.
It's the extra 3 players.
No, it's not just 3 players.
It is.
It's multiple players.
Well, the points that the part I've seen is that technically a team has 26, and they made a promise that Ego only takes care of 23, and then there's 3 that are his, and Nagi's one of them.
I swear I saw more Mandam in the panel.
Yeah, no, because there's a
Because
panel because
he's filtering.
he's gonna make a test again where the guy with white hair shows up.
Yeah, the
and
one from the very beginning.
Yeah, from the very beginning, and then presumably, I'm not even caught up. I'm just where they just beat Nigeria, but presumably one of them is gonna be Nagi. So there's 2 left. They're gonna be from that.
Is
test.
it because Nagi technically didn't get in, like he lost, so he got
Yeah.
shot?
Nagi got
Bulwark.
kicked out of Bulwark? Yeah.
But you remember from, and the people at home, if you guys remember Bulwark, the very first episode, there was the Japan duel that was with Isagi in the very beginning, and he got kicked out straight away. The guy, like, he was supposed to be one of the
Oh,
best
one of the
players.
best. And Isaki just boots a ball in his face. Yeah.
We know 2 of so realistically, knowing the story, it's gonna be Nagi, it's gonna be that bloke and Sei, because he already said that one of the spots for Sei, but he's only showing up in the finals because he loves to come.
Say,
Like Ren's brother.
How is the guy that was always about his physicality? How is he doing?
why was he not in the team
Glad
already?
that you
Because he
interrupted
said-
my question
Well,
to ask
Kunigami.
your own question.
Kunigami.
Yeah.
He's still in it. Man.
He's a sub.
Oh, is he?
He's a sub.
I thought the whole thing with the ace card, he would be like
Wild card.
a wild card.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he can shoot with both.
He wasn't even played in
So he can play
Nigeria again. Sei said because Sei only wants to go against. I think it's he wants to go against Spain because there's you see the guy
Madrid.
with this car.
Yeah.
He wants to go against Spain, but because they weren't paired, Japan wasn't paired with Spain. It was Nigeria, France, and another team. Say just like you win this, then I'll join your team and I'll play against stronger people.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Bulwark cooked Nigeria. Like it was what, 4-0?
No, but I was worried when it started and they were like 2-0. I was worried that Nigeria was gonna make a comeback and make it seem. I'm glad that they got annihilated because Bulwark is supposed to be like
Inside.
yeah. And it's-
Nigeria, bro.
Is Nigeria even in real life a good team? Football team?
No.
So I'm
not
glad
bad.
that they went there like Bulwark dominated.
Yeah.
Because like if they were building it up and then every team is strong and it's close
Yeah.
game, which Haikyuu does that a lot, and it gets boring.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to see a blowout.
What would you guys think about having that scene of like I almost said Itachi, Isagi, like surpassing
Rin.
now ego.
I don't think they've shown that.
No, then there's like what he's talking about is like I didn't plan to do this. He's like doing something on his own.
Are you talking about the panel where there's like the god of football?
Yeah,
that's
it's when
ego.
no, yeah, but they talk about it afterwards because
Well, I don't think I've seen
because it was after that whole moment of Isagi turning to the Nigerian players and being like, you needed to change your attitude to beat
you're
us.
talking about that,
like,
yeah.
like go again.
Yeah,
Like,
Isagi, he is right. There's a line where Isagi's like, I'm going to go even beyond ego. He wants to destroy Ego's ego.
and then like
Because
exactly,
there's this whole thing that Ego, when he was younger and he was playing for like 7 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Like there's a picture of like the god of football, which is you see how they have a crow with 3 legs. It's pretty much a humanoid crow with like 3 legs. So it's top body human, and then it crow legs, and it's 3.
And they have
And he's
wings.
leaning on Ego, and he says for those 7 minutes, it was like he was blessed by the god of football because he himself didn't even know what the fuck was going on. He was just fucking bring the go. And is like trying to. They're probably gonna do that with Isagi.
Probably. I mean, but Isagi is clearly like there's no question. Isagi is the best player on the team.
he
is.
is a main character. So
Fair, he has
know.
like the puzzle shit
No, but
with
in the
direction.
beginning, in the beginning, there was an argument that maybe Ren was better, but now
I say Reo.
No.
no. Ren
Well, the chameleon.
The chameleon, no.
Can
Not
the
better.
chameleon copy Isagi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did against Nigeria.
Did he?
No, he copied Bachiro.
He didn't copy Isagi, though. I'm
Oh,
pretty
did he?
sure.
What did
I
he
think so.
copy? The direct shot?
No, I don't.
Was it
Well, he
puzzle?
copied specific moves, so he would copy the direct
No, I think
shot,
he copied Bachira and then Chigiri. with a panther
He,
jaw.
he can only copy up to 99%.
Yeah, I think so.
To be fair, that was I think it was 99, wasn't it?
It was 99%, yeah. Because
Yeah, that's quite a good ability to have.
Yeah, he just won't be as perfect as someone that's
he's
like
a
100.
starter.
Because you can be both
No, yeah,
defense
he's-
and attack.
Yeah, he's a starter.
While Kunigami's on the bench, he's a starter.
You think if the goalkeeper misses, you can just go in goals and just.
Bro, I
fucking-
think I miss Lemon. Season 1 Lemon, bro. He was the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper in season 1.
Oh, yeah.
He has a big moment where he
But yeah, do
saves
they
the
have
goal.
anything with the keeper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Isn't
this-
keeper Gabimaru?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Gabimaru. That's
The whole-
You see the guy that jumps with his head.
Oh,
Yeah.
the grey hair.
Yeah, white hair, but
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
like big eyes.
The guy that like goes with like his the
Yeah,
like,
like he saves with his
insane
feet.
agility.
His
yeah.
synapses or some shit. and
Yeah.
he's fucking-
Yeah, he does a crazy save.
Question: won't an actual keeper end up being better?
No, because he has not trained to be a keeper.
Yeah, now he's fully trained as a
The
keeper.
whole thing is they wanted egos to like do shit for themselves. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The thing is, most of them want to score.
Yeah.
But now it's changing a little bit. For example,
Yeah.
the defenders just want to kill the strikers.
Yeah.
Fair.
And like for example,
Kill
with
the
the guy with the different colored eyes. That's now
Aki.
he's whatever maybe.
Oh, the guy that was the opposite team when they played
Yeah,
against.
but
Is he
now-
part of it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's
He's
a thing of
Japanese.
like even like but he doesn't even like surpass the Bullock players like the other defenders.
No,
Like
yeah.
he's one of the best defenders, but like all the other defenders still doable. Which like sometimes I feel like I'm worried that like Bullock never does this, but like they can just sometimes just focus on the main people and like just Isagi maybe and Bachira.
No, but
But they
I
don't
think
do
they've
that.
always been really good at
Is the
development.
red hair guy still there?
Who?
Who's the super fast one?
Jigiri.
Yeah, he's a starter.
And he in the left or right wing.
He's no, he's back left.
We all know. We
'cause
all
he-
know that he's gonna lose one of his legs, right? Because the whole thing is that like his knee. He's gonna break his knee.
He's gonna blow his knee
Wait,
to
so is
pieces.
the wild card what defend?
He's not a starter.
And there's also that guy that the more he runs, the more blind he becomes, or some shit like that.
The more blind.
yeah, but
the
he
street
wasn't
baller.
played though.
He wasn't because I don't.
No,
I
I think he was. I think he was. He just didn't really do much.
yeah, he's a street baller.
No, but I love him though.
So the more he runs, the more blind.
Because you
Because
relate to
he
not see.
exerts himself more.
Yeah.
So the more his vision goes. But he has these glasses.
Because he runs with hunter eyes.
No, but it wasn't the whole thing. I remember in the thing that he made a deal with Ego that like if he kept playing,
could've
Ego
gone to
would
surgery.
pay for the surgery.
Yeah, but
to
then
fix
he
it.
didn't want it.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to keep the glasses.
because he was an ego. Egoist. I don't know, but I'm moving Bullock to be fair. Nigeria got blown out.
Yeah. Blown to pieces.
Yeah, go back to being poor. No, the whole story about their players that they were poor and they want to
Yeah.
play with each other.
Pairs.
Not play with each other, like play football with each
The
other.
next one is France.
Is it?
Yeah.
Against the Loki.
Yeah, that's why a lot of
Does that
people.
mean
Loki.
Because that's why there's a lot of fans are saying that they're gonna lose that game. Because you can still like this is like the qualifier, so you can lose a game. They're saying that they're gonna lose it and then have a rematch because they're both gonna.
Yeah, I think that would be good storytelling. Because
Especially
it's also,
after such a massive win
yeah,
against
it's also a
Nigeria.
thing of like, if they beat France, then they're beating the other random team I don't even remember. Let's be honest.
To be fair, apart from Mbappe, which other like known football players are in France? There's definitely more. I'm just being dumb.
I mean,
But-
What? IRL.
but I assume they because
His name isn't Mbappe, mate. It's Loki.
Yeah, they have
Oh,
like.
so when I asked if Mbappe is gonna be there,
Yeah,
you
that's
went
why
there.
I said Loki.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you all agree.
No, his name isn't Mbappe.
Yeah, but real basically, I agree. It's already out. I just haven't read it, but I do think they're gonna lose against France.
pet peeve: Portugal is not in it.
Oh yeah, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo is in it.
Yeah, they do mention them as like
the goats.
But yeah, but
But Portugal is not in that. I want to see Bullock against.
What
Portugal.
about Neymar with the fucking?
They
mentioned
They
it
did
as well.
mention it.
You know
well,
they say
technically, he's like
Well, no, they have Lavinho, which is like the
personification of-
Neymar
Golazo.
counterpart.
you do know they say the Neymar is the uncrowned king, like Kevin Over.
they call him the prince or whatever.
Anyway, let's move on to your
Yeah.
minute.
So
I don't know.
after all these three, I don't know if mine's gonna be a little bit not as goated, but mine.
we'll just get
I
this
mean,
bit out.
we'll send manga. Like I'm assuming we'll have manga as well.
Mine's
Right?
all manga. Mine
Talk
is,
about the Berserk.
Oh, I'm finished, mate.
Thank you. Mine is Marvel Rivals. That is gonna be my media of the month.
I mean, it
We
can't-
have never really had a game. Well, we have, but not to this extent.
We've
where
never
we
had a
play-
game, never played
a
video games.
game that we play as for so long. That
We
it's
have.
like no,
Oh no,
no, not Ark.
Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft, yeah.
Gang beasts.
I don't think to this extent.
Sonic Racers.
Okay,
Well,
fair.
it's the,
FIFA.
it's the first time we play online.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
time that we play online a game that we actually stick to, not like
Yeah.
Ark where we give up after 3 days.
No, you give up. I want to keep
because
playing.
I'm phasing through the earth.
Sorry, your Wi-Fi out.
This is not about Marvel Rivals, is it?
No, but it is about my rival. So first of all, First game online that we play all together. First question I was gonna say, what would be the new character do you guys, if you could choose, if Gege, if whoever made my robot goes to you goes,
Guan.
you choose the
Guan.
next character that gets added. Which character would you like to see in my
Well,
robot?
I know.
on the
I'll
way.
put Guan in.
Well, Cyclops on the way. So
Is Cyclops actually on the way?
yeah, he got
Yeah,
teased.
it's definitely on the way.
I'll
They've already
probably-
teased them.
I'll probably put along with Elisa Bloodstone. or whatever.
No,
Elsa.
she's confirmed.
Yeah,
She's coming at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I'll put.
Or no, because Deadpool has to come first.
I feel like we should stick with X-Men. I'll go with Nightcrawler.
I was about to say Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler's a big one.
Nightcrawler would be
I don't
cool.
think you can do Quicksilver well.
But if they add Nightcrawler, a speedster would
Quicksilver
be
would be cool.
But and if they add the Nightcrawler, I want them with the swords.
They has to be the sword.
Of
Yeah.
course, he's
No,
not
but a
Prodigy.
lot of the Nightcrawlers that you see, they don't have the swords. And it's true. Have you ever seen in the live action? Well, did he? No.
No.
That's knives.
Yeah.
Do you know? Have you seen the latest, like the new mythic skin
Mythic scheme.
for Loki?
Lady Loki.
Where they changed the voice lines
Bro,
and stuff.
it's such Gunnar shit.
Don't
though.
care.
Yeah, I've seen bigger Gunnar stuff from this game.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Angela has her knockers out.
Outside, there's more good
Invis.
shit. Invis has a swimsuit and a skin.
Yeah, but so does the thing.
True.
Yeah.
The phone.
The phone.
What about Angel? Would you like to see Angel in the game?
No.
No, well, I mean, what the fuck?
That's pretty much just Angela.
Yeah.
I like
like
Angela.
to see
though, but-
Sentry,
Oh, that's a good one.
and you
Or
can
like,
have it switch a bit like Cloak and Dagger.
I'd
between Sentry
like
and
to see
the Void.
more villains. Or maybe his ult could be Sentry.
Like no, you could have
No.
switch between
Void,
Sentry and
yeah.
the Void, like Cloak and Dagger does.
No, it would be better if his ult is a void. And like, imagine in the radius, everyone just gets shadowed.
like
Can't do that.
like Wanda.
Yeah, they're like one.
Wanda's ult.
But yeah,
You know, I was thinking, what if, like, not this season, and this might be a stupid thing, but like, what if after they finished like this whole symbiote, like they're not doing symbiotes anymore, are they?
No,
What-
it's a collector.
Yeah, whatever they finish that shit. If they introduce Thanos, why don't they do like when they put Thanos in, he does a snap, and then you lose like half of your roster with the new one. And then like they introduce like with a new one, instead of like they'll start from a new, like they'll keep half the characters, but like they'll start, because the thing is, I feel like Marvel Rivals is gonna get to a point where you have loads of characters, but then what?
But,
Yeah.
but then they've already made them.
No, I think they could disappear for like half a season and then come back
yeah.
when they beat Thanos.
Fair, yeah.
And that will force people to play different players instead of just doing triple support all the time.
True, to be fair.
And then like it gives an opportunity
ruin
because
the
then like
meta,
you
bro.
can add new characters,
Yeah.
and it's just like you have loads. Let's just stick to the old fucking.
That we can kind of say, especially if you delete all the like OG ones.
Magneto.
Like
Take
exactly,
Wanda out.
like for example, all the ones that came out at the very beginning since season 0, take all of those out, and then for like half a season or a whole season, you can only play with the characters that came out since. That's actually a pretty good
No, because then
idea.
Thor goes.
Yeah.
Like, I need
Well,
Thor.
that leads on to my.
Then most of the healers would go, mate. They can't do that. Most of the supports.
No supports, mate.
A few of them, yeah.
Yeah, but they can add more.
But that's
They've
the
only
thing.
really
Like,
added,
for
like,
example,
what, Cloak and Dagger?
if they add Thanos at the end of next year, right, you'd have a whole year to add more characters. And maybe you'll force them to not add fucking DPSs every new
Well, to
hero.
be fair, they don't add that many DPSs. It's just the game started with a lot of DPSs
Yeah.
already.
No, yeah, but they've added a lot of DPSs.
Like who?
all the DPSs.
Well, no, Ralph is right. The game started with a lot of DPS already.
Well,
But
that
they're
leads on
pre-balanced
to
by-
that leads on to my next. That leads on to my next thing, which is which character do you think is the most OP, and which character do you think is like he needs a buff?
Hulk needs a buff.
Hulk needs a buff.
buff.
No, but
Hulk. Most OP. There's some cards that need a buff, but the one that
Hulk
needs
is
big
punching
Hulk.
you with kitten
all,
gloves.
all the strategists need a nerf, or all the DPSs.
No, not all the strategists need a
No.
nerf. You're gonna
Adam Warlock doesn't
You're gonna
need a nerf.
nerf Adam.
Sure, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
quite
think
like
Jeff
playing
is
with
fine
Adam
as well.
Warlock. Though.
Jeff is fine.
I think Jeff is fine. I think
Luna needs a Luna and Invis needs a nerf, bro.
I think
And
Loki's
Gambit.
fine.
And Gambit. But Gambit's not that bad, bro. Luna and Invis, bro. How you killing me a store, bro? On a 1-on-1.
Get good, be fair.
Skillish.
I feel like with Invis, you just need to up her cooldowns.
Should we tell them which our mains are
Yeah.
and let them judge us based on that?
Well, I'm a Thor main. That's it. Maybe a little bit Adam Warlock.
I'm a Wolverine main.
I'm a Mr. Fantastic main and a Gambit main, depending on the day.
I guess I'm Invis Phoenix right now. Maybe you get a little bit of Moon Knight, not really.
Will Venom.
and Venom.
Because my
Oh,
two,
yeah, if I had to pick a tank that I'm maining is the Thing as well.
well, mine has always been like the Wolverine and the Punisher. I've started practicing with the healer, so Adam Warlock is the one I've been practicing
with
with.
the worst healer
No,
that's
to be
out
fair, I
right now.
quite like playing with Adam Warlock. I've got an MVP with Adam Warlock.
You there's
on
no
quick
hard in
match.
quick match when you're bronze.
But I really like playing with the Wolverine. And it's quite funny because he would go as the Hulk.
and-
I would go as Wolverine.
I was about to say brother complex ranked. See how far we're gonna get. But we can't play ranked with them because he's console.
Console.
PS5.
Brutal.
Overview.
That's a console.
Even though always have PS5 as well.
Yeah.
So we could all play PS5.
No, we couldn't.
No, there's no
'cause-
split screen, mate. Me and Rafa live together. We share PS5. Yeah, no, I think the game has some more than ever. It feels because before it was everyone was overpowered, so everything's fair because everyone's overpowered. But now, if the other team's running triple support and you're not, you're losing.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. And for example, when I start practicing with a healer, it does get quite annoying because then suddenly no one goes healer. So, like, for example, I've played about 11 matches as a healer, and then even
Again,
though
casual.
I know, but it's the same rank,
match.
bro.
No, it's not.
Because then I go
Same
and I
as
put
rank.
on the chat. I'm like, oh, can someone go healer? And they go, you go healer.
Yeah, because quick matches like it's not
Yeah.
ranked, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but there's about 5 DPSs. No
But-
tanks, no healer.
But then again, would you go healer?
Yes.
You just go Wolverine again.
No, I've been going as Adam Warlock so much.
I do
bro.
think like it's just some
Born again.
some strategists need. Invisreal needs to fucking. She needs a nerf.
To be
bro.
fair, Cap I think is quite simple, bro.
He's
You're
kind
simple.
of balanced this season. He's
Yeah,
quite
he's
Really?
very balanced.
He's pretty
very-
balanced.
You just don't know how to
good.
play with him.
Thor is okay as well. I think Hulk.
Thor is good.
No, but
Oh,
Thor,
yeah, they
Thor
buffed
needs
his
to.
ult.
Did they? Oh,
yeah, his ult is the only thing that's a bit shit.
buffed
But it's like it's the same thing with Mr. Fantastic. Like the ult is pretty.
They buffed his ult. Are you not listening to me? They buffed Thor's ult.
Did they?
Oh, really?
Makes a little bit more damage.
I can never hear.
They showed in the Loki trailer, the Lady Loki. She transforms into Thor, and then it shows the ult do more damage,
Oh, okay.
which is
But
good.
yeah, the Hulk
I remember
part,
season 0 to throw the hammer because you have 3 hammers.
Yeah.
To throw the hammer, it would cost a hammer.
Yeah, well,
so
yeah.
you just wouldn't use it. But now it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
It just has a cooldown, which makes sense. So I just throw the hammer randomly. Always miss because since I only play Thor, I have like 0 hours on everyone else, and I had 70 hours on Thor. My aim. Hey,
Pedro's aim is hard as hell. He's missing with Wolverine.
he's the only guy I see consistently have less than 20% accuracy. On Punisher, bro.
No, but with
what is he shooting
no,
at?
but with Punisher, I'm like, I'm shooting.
The funniest thing is when he puts a turret down, and it's like it's such a random place, and the whole team is fighting, and you're just there waiting for the.
No, but like with the Punisher, what I do is I'm shooting before they come across the corner. So the moment they peek,
You know that's stupid, right?
No,
Because you're
they-
wasting
they-
turret.
Yeah, no,
no, as the
no, they know where you are because you're just shooting, so they just won't go there. They'll
yeah,
go
but
around.
exactly. And we got a point.
Maybe he knows how to play. We
Let's
don't.
maybe
Move on to the game.
now brothers verdict.
So yeah,
So okay, so we're moving on to Brothers Verdict. So obviously it's a fun segment. We take stuff from you guys. We don't get a lot of comments, but this time, obviously we have a pretty controversial post right now talking about whether Yuji's a fraud or not, and someone actually stitched the video. We did get a lot of comments, some nicer than others, but there was a lovely human being that did stitch the video. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play it. It's gonna play on screen, so you don't have to worry. We're gonna play it, and then we're gonna kind of just say what we think about you, Mister. I forgot your user, but yeah. So we're gonna play the video, and let's do this.
Yeah, Yuji Itadori is the biggest fraud of all JJK.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean that he's a bad character? Yuji Itadori.
He's the biggest fraud in JJK. He's not a legendary player, bro. People call Megami a fraud. I would say Yuji's in the same level as Megami.
There is no way we are in 2026 and people are calling Yuji the biggest fraud in JJK. I've tagged the original creators in that video, so go back and watch the full thing. But the main argument I saw was that he always needs help with his fights. Brother, do you know who Yuji fights in the entire series? In all of the major fights that Yuji has in the entire series are either against special grade curses or grade 1/special grade sorcerers. There is no in between in that situation, and if there is, it's because he is still stupidly new to Jiu-Jitsu. Like, his first fight we see in the series is against a cursed spirit that Megami couldn't beat. And Yuji didn't know how to use cursed energy, so obviously he's not going to win that one. Then, if you want to do major fights in Season 1, special grade cursed spirits that he lost to because, again, not a fucking seasoned sorcerer. Hanami, one of the disaster curses, possibly the weakest of the disaster curses, but one nonetheless. And Mahito, who is arguably, at that point, one of the stronger disaster curses, possibly even stronger than Dagon. Obviously, that's a hypothetical stronger than Dagon, but, you know, they're interchangeable. Then, Yuji versus Choso, again, one of the stronger disaster curses. Like all of Yuji's fights, yes, he does have help in them, but that is because the people he's going against are significantly stronger, more experienced, or just overall busted in their entire existence. Yuji's not a fraud. Yuji is the human Jogo of this universe, where he will only fight the strong-ass motherfuckers no one else wants to deal with. And he might lose, he might win with some assistance, but is that a bad thing? No. I wouldn't put him in the same level of fraud as Megumi, even though I don't personally consider Megumi to be a huge fraud. But I would still put Yuji way above Megumi in terms of their battle potential and their battle, like their fights in general.
Alright, so thank you, DP Irish. I just saw your user. What do you think?
I don't think Choso is one of the strongest fucking...
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I just want to say, I want people got my ass. Obviously, no, you're a very great human being. What do people say? I like Yuji. I just don't think he's top 5 MCs of all time. He's a slightly above average MC.
But you
Not even that
said
Smith.
he's
I did see
the
the
biggest
comments.
fraud.
He's the biggest fraud, yeah.
you.
But that doesn't mean he's a bad character. So,
How again? That was my reaction in the clip. How does
and
it?
that doesn't
how is
mean
that the case?
So, a fraud in the sense of, so in the same scenario where everyone calls Megami a fraud, right? That doesn't mean Megami itself is a bad character. It's just to do with the amount of potential Megami had.
But
he did not.
Maybe let him finish.
The amount of
his thought.
potential Megami had, he did not actually. Maybe it's the guy technically. I don't know. The amount of potential Megami had, and he didn't live up to it. Right? A lot of people call Megami a fraud or call Yuta a fraud. They're not saying they're bad characters. Now, what do I think of Yuji as a character? I think he's an average, maybe slightly above average MC. Is he top 5?
Okay, people call Yuta fraud because they dick ride.
Right? I don't think so. But when I say a fraud, and what I meant is not that he was just winning 1v1s, even though I do disagree with you saying he just fights like extremely strong curses. I disagree there because he fights Choso's brothers or his brothers as well, which are pretty weak curses. And he's fighting with Nobara, and he still has to run away.
Yeah.
But granted, he also did say it's normally when he's a newer sorcerer. When he's a newer sorcerer, and there he's definitely a new sorcerer. But it's the thing by fraud is like he doesn't.
No, he runs away.
He grabs Nobara to run away.
Yeah.
But they catch up.
Yeah, eventually they spin back on him.
Yeah, because
but the plan is to sprint.
Yeah, because she was hit with that poison thingy with the roses.
Of her range.
He just wanted to save her.
How the fuck did Nobara actually get saved there?
She died.
Because she hits a black flash with Yuji at the same time. So that
those black
slows
flashes. Yeah, regardless, Yuji was still getting like he needed help and Nobara.
But
regardless,
he didn't need help. He was carrying that fight.
He was not carrying. He didn't. Nobara and Yuji was clearly equalized there.
Yeah, there wasn't a.
But regardless, I'm not saying by what I said by Yuji's the biggest fraud. I'm not saying that he needs to win a 1v1. That's never what I said.
It'll be nice.
Oh, it'll be nice. But all I say is that he needs to accomplish something, either through an ability or it can be in a fight, something by himself. A lot of MCs and a lot of people said, "Oh, you just want a strong MC." I'm not saying that. But having a main character that is able to reach something by themselves, because either even if he was born with it, but something they did by themselves.
Okay,
I think
so
it's important.
it just has to be an accomplishment that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we repeated that quite a few times.
Breaking the record of consecutive black flashes.
When it is thought he broke it against Sukuna.
No, it's legit said
He
in
didn't
both the
break it
manga
against
and the
Hanami.
anime. The current holder was Nanami,
He didn't break it.
and he broke it against
Nanami?
Hanami.
No, he didn't.
He did.
I searched it up
Blonde
just on
guy.
the train.
Yeah, really?
He had
The most black
the
flashes.
record, yeah.
Yeah. I searched it up on the train.
But did you just set it up using AI, or did you actually?
First of all, if you search it up on Google, the answer is gonna be AI regardless, and even then I searched it up on Google. Damn!
No, but did you just use the AI of Google to answer that?
First of all, it doesn't matter what you search up on Google, it's gonna give you an AI response first of all.
I'm going to go
Second,
like.
what?
Wikipedia.
A website!
He's gonna go to Wikipedia, bro.
Second of all, is what I double checked and it said, it's believed that Yuji broke the record in this fight against Sukuna.
So I'm sorry. It said in the anime that he broke it. He broke the record that was previously held by Nanami.
Said in the
It
anime.
isn't, I don't think so.
I don't think it was said in the anime.
I'm pretty sure it is. Both
When?
anime and manga.
I mean, you can double check right now, you have a phone. I'm not
I
stopping you
don't
from
know
playing.
waste time, but yeah, well.
I don't care if it hurts.
So continue speak.
So just accomplish something by himself. And for example, even against that special... Also, was that curse that Megami and Yuji fought special grade?
No, definitely not. They were just Yuji wasn't a
Or the
sorcerer
first
yet.
one.
Yeah,
That
the
was-
one
that
that
was definitely not a-
Sukuna comes out and beats it.
That was definitely not a special.
I don't
grade.
think
It's a
so.
special great curse.
Because Megami was sent there.
I think that
Yeah.
was the same level as the rabbits from Megami.
no, it was still a strong
It's a strong
curse.
curse. Maybe it's special grade, but I
No,
don't think
I
so.
don't think
Otherwise,
so.
Gojo would have gone
No,
involved.
the reason that I think I don't see fraud. I just see him as a little bit like sometimes he always needs someone to motivate him to get back up. Is that wrong to say?
No, that is true.
Yeah, no, also
He
like...
always needs someone to like put the pieces back together for him so he can then stand proud again.
doing something or accomplishing something by himself, whether it be coming back from such a big adversity, but he does both after the Shibuya incident. Todo needs to be like, brother, you're about to die by Mahito.
No, let me just add on to that.
Let me finish.
Okay, Chris.
Or even after the whole event, I don't even know what the actual events after. I think it's just after Shibuya with the whole. It has to be Megami where after Yuta kills Yuji. It has to be Megami being like, save me.
Yeah.
For Yuji to start fighting again. And I think, considering all his techniques either come from the fact that Sukuna was inside him, or switch training with Sakabe and stuff like that, or Choso teaching him some sorts of
but manipulation.
But manipulation is like, and a lot of people say, oh yeah, but Megami's a fraud because he had so much potential and he didn't live up to it. Megami still, it wasn't an open domain, I misspoke there. It was an incomplete domain, but he was still doing that 15. Yuji, he's technically, a lot of people think he's like a fucking descendant of Sukuna. He's a brother of Choso regardless.
A son of Kenjaku.
A son of
We're talking
Kenjaku.
about potential.
Talk about gifted right there. And he doesn't, if you don't want to talk about not living up to it.
ignoring his shot put record, mate.
Like, what he's accomplished is what I said. He threw a shot put 5 meters longer than the average
I don't
human.
mean to discard all the fucking shit that he went through, but like consistently he does need help to get himself back up.
Like, because the thing is, we're talking about an MC, and JJK, one of its biggest strengths is side character.
So, from my brief research here, the record holder was 4 consecutive black flashes held by Nanami. In the fight between Yuji and Hanami, he matched that record by hitting 4 consecutive. And then in the fight against Sukuna, he landed between 7 to 8 black flashes. So more than double the amount. So they're like double the amount.
I mean, there's a whole lot of black flashes hit in that fight, though, so it's kind of hard to try. Because Sukuna and Gojo also hit a bajillion black flashes in that fight, no?
No, Gojo hits like 1 or 2. And the same thing with Sukuna.
Wait, was Gojo in the final fight? No. No.
So Sukuna hits like a black flash against Maki. And he hits like
Sukuna hit the whole... Like, as for every other character, he just stops with a black flash.
Okay, and what is that point? I just said the whole point of you that you had, Yuji never had an accomplishment. What do you say about this? Do you not count this as an accomplishment?
Well, matching Nanami.
Matching enemy and then surpassing it in the final fight.
Well, is it stated that he surpassed it in the final fight?
Well, yeah.
He hits...
It's not stated as in he broke the record.
Yeah, because there's a bajillion black flashes that he does in the final fight, yes. But Sukuna also does a bajillion black flashes.
Yeah, but we're not comparing him with Sukuna.
But we're talking about something that he achieved by himself. Oh, so what? Matching Nanami. So an ability...
and then later.
So an ability that's based on luck.
And also...
that he matched Nanami. He didn't even beat
And
him.
also, with Yuji, it's not just based on luck.
Oh,
I'm not
extra.
saying that he does it actively. I didn't say that.
Okay.
But if he was just lucky,
isn't.
then you'd be objectively independent of the user.
one thing, if the
It
problem
is.
has to be of you being in the zone.
Wait, I thought,
It's stated that it's in the user cannot do what I will.
What do you
Therefore, it's
think? No
independent
power
of
out
the
of every sorcerer does.
Yeah, but Yuji,
the Irish guy is
Yuji
walking off
can
right
be
now. He doesn't
in
want
the
to listen
zone
to your
more
shit.
often.
But it's not. That makes it seem like
Speculation, bro.
that speculation. No, that makes it seem
Okay,
like
so him matching that record of black flashes, the first, and it's also like if you think about the Hanami fight scene, Todo shows up and he's like, I'm not helping you until you hit 1 black flash.
Okay.
So Yuji fights Hanami by himself and then proceeds not to just hit his first black flash, but instantly match the world record currently held by Nanami of 4 black flashes in a row.
okay.
So you're saying that he didn't defeat Hanami by himself as a point of like he didn't accomplish anything. In that fight, he accomplished something. And something major in the world of JJK. Yes, then he had Tojo's assistant.
But he didn't beat Nanami.
Hanami.
No, he didn't beat the record of Nanami.
Yeah, he matched it, but isn't that an accomplishment? Then because no one else
Yeah,
had
but
done it.
he did a accomplishment as good as Nanami did. It's like, but even then, so not only did he
It
not
was
even
the
beat
first time
Nanami,
he had done. Because the thing is, what do you define as
three
accomplishment?
things about that.
Does accomplishment
Jesus,
have to be does accomplishment have to be something
Major.
Like it's like it?
Something major. But
That is something major.
So when
no other sorcerer.
Nanami. Also, he got taught by the best grade 1, or not the best, but the smartest grade 1 sorcerer.
Gojo.
Todo.
He got taught. He
Really? Okay.
didn't beat the record, he matched it. And you're talking about an ability that's independent of the user. If you know, Nobara hit a Black Flash without being taught by Todo.
But she didn't do multiple in a consecutive in a row.
I would say her not even being taught by Todo and hitting a Black Flash is also
Wait,
insane.
if it's
gonna
by
go
luck,
back.
how can you be taught?
Well, you can tell like the feeling.
You
of
can
it.
tell like how it technically works.
And
which
to be
is
fair,
being in
another
his own.
question I have is if Black Flash is just like the way that I envision it is like this really like by luck, but it's really like
It's
cool.
like you being in the zone.
Yeah,
That's what
this
you're
cool
trying.
random thing. Surely when it gets to a point that everyone's hitting Black Flash, it takes away
Yeah,
from
it's
it.
like
Because
being in the
everyone's
zone.
fucking walked in, they're all geeked.
It's like being an athlete and you're into the zones. That's
Okay.
what's
guess,
Paradise.
okay.
So, and for example, if you take when Yuji drops in Shibuya, and he and Megumi fight that old dude and defeat him, like, would you say
old
that's
dude?
not the one that's like the martial art that has like a wire or something?
Oh, the guy that he was getting pissed
Oh,
up
the
by.
guy. Wait, the guy with the ability where if the stronger you hit him, the less he
Yeah,
heals.
yeah.
What about him? He was getting.
Like, they defeat him.
Doesn't
Is that an accomplishment, or because he had Megumi
No,
with
doesn't
him?
he? I swear he
Megami is the one that understands
defeats
his
him.
technique.
No, isn't it? Yeah, and isn't it Megami that defeats him because Yuji goes somewhere else?
No, Yuji throws a card at him, and then Megami does the frog, and that's how they defeat him.
Okay.
So that doesn't count. Yeah, would you say that?
Okay,
doesn't
but
count?
how is that?
No,
was
because
it-
it was Megami that.
I'm honestly just trying to think of like how, because
It was
obviously
Megami that understood
being
his
the main
technique.
character, he's the one that does most shit in the show. Just
He was defeated through special grades in the hit Jacob while
like most characters, I can point to something that's extremely special about them.
Like
that they've
Miguel.
accomplished by themselves.
for example,
Even Miguel held his own against the strongest in the verse, bro. And he's
Okay, stop doing that. You're saying held his own. Yuji's been holding his own
Against Gojo.
since the beginning.
Wait, well, I have a question.
he
I
legit.
guess Gojo.
Wait, I have a question. I remember.
Are you telling me Miguel held his own against Gojo?
messed up a little bit.
He shows up. Boom, boom,
But it's
boom,
against
boom,
Gojo.
boom.
It's against Gojo.
Wait, I have a question.
What's Miguel? He's in the MC.
Regardless, like I said, most characters I
okay.
can point out is something that have accomplished.
I didn't
Can I
think
ask you
of
a question?
Miguel.
Can I ask you a question?
Stop doing that.
Isn't Miguel like the guy that Gojo's fighting in the first season?
It's with the
Why,
second
when did they fight?
braids.
Yeah,
Because
the
it's a
Taylor guy.
different like association.
Because he wanted to. It's
Ah,
bullshit with
okay.
that.
But most characters, especially most prominent characters, I can point to you of something they've accomplished greatly to in their mission, in their journey.
Oh, okay.
Even Megami.
I think you're mentioning that, but because anything that okay, so I'm gonna keep on going through Yuji stuff, and you're gonna tell me how that's not an accomplishment. Him fighting the special grade curse, the grasshopper boy. Is that an accomplishment?
How is that great? That wasn't a special great curse.
I don't think it was.
The
We know he was a strong curse because he could speak.
Has never been classified
I
special
don't
grade.
think
Unless it's
the
fucking
Bible
set on the
stated.
top.
What was it? The one before Mahito?
Yeah, it was a grasshopper.
The grasshopper. Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay. So you want to classify? I'm not trying to trap you. or
No,
anything.
in terms of like solo accomplishments, that's the closest.
Okay, I'll continue to go. Him standing his ground against Chozo, which is shown later.
He gets his ass beat. He gets his ass beat so bad that he is unconscious to the point that Joker can just feed him fingers, and that's how Shibuya.
So you wouldn't even take, even though, so because he lost,
because he didn't hold. He actively.
he lasted longer than Naoya Zena did against Chozo.
I mean, you have to compare the fucking seconds, but also last time I checked, if Choso didn't start getting those weird memories,
Yeah, he
Yuji,
would have been-
wouldn't have he killed Yuji?
I know.
The
yeah.
grasshopper is a grade 2 curse spirit. At least that's what Google's saying. Take it with a pinch of
But
salt.
I from what I remember
I
in the
don't
show, they just
remember
said
it
he
being
was
mentioned.
strong because he speaks.
He could speak. Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
But like he loses the fight.
Yeah.
so
he gets packed up to the point.
just the fact that he was like able to go toe to toe for
But
a
he
lot of
didn't
the
go.
fight.
The only reason why he went to toe because he was smart because he used the water. But even then, like, what if a card
But
goes
it's
toe
good,
to toe is equivalent? It could have been gone either way. Yuji got beat up so badly he could have died, and because he was left unconscious for so long, he left to Sukuna Shibuya.
Yeah.
Like 15 fingers.
Like the only reason why I chose so is because you got mental
in his
breakdown.
own
That's
anime,
it.
how many times did he die? Did he almost die, bro? Think about it.
Yeah, true.
Well, he died twice.
Twice.
That's not a good point. Because
Isn't
that's
it?
The
Oh,
fact of
it's not.
Subaru's character, for example.
Subaru's.
What?
Like in ReZero.
So where's the fight?
Yeah, but the whole point.
Probability is that he dies.
But the whole point. But the whole point of Sugar is that he is weak.
No, but one of them is Sukuna that killed him.
No, but he must
Fine.
not against Choso. He must
Something
not
like
against Mahito. Like
When did he almost like
He curled up and Mahito was gonna go to him and kill him, and then Todo showed up.
Yeah, then Todo saves him.
Again, for example, last time from that TikTok, you both agreed that he was a
Yeah, we're trying to
crybaby.
reply to the guy.
And then
That's
he
not
was,
just crybaby,
and then
it's
he was
fine, yeah.
there was a crybaby, and he cried all the time. There was a symbol
Not all
of
the
Deku.
time,
In the
but-
entirety of the anime,
We never said the same as Deku. Put words in my mouth.
Okay,
You brought
that's
up
why
Deku.
I'm sorry. But
Bismillah,
okay, I'm sorry, but don't shy away from the fact that you both claimed he was a crybaby. He cried all the time.
Well, not all the time.
I'm not trying to. I'm not
he
trying to
cried
deflower.
once in the entire anime.
No, as in
and manga.
twice in the anime, it had to be someone else to be like, "Maybe you actually have to fight. You can't just
No.
let
It's
yourself die."
not to devalue how
mean
much
twice?
shit he went.
Once with Todo, and the second time, which is just happened, we're actually watching a movie, JJK movie watcher review, where
Yuta.
it has to be
Yeah.
after Yuta kills him, but then brings him out. It has to be Megami coming to him and be like, "Save me."
Yeah,
And
for
Yuji's
him
like,
to
"Okay,
actually
I'll
pipe
fight
up,
then."
yeah.
It has to be Megami because Yuji was like, "I'm done, bro.
Yeah.
I'm done."
He wasn't done. He was just, it was because Megumi, so Yuji didn't quit. Okay, so you needed to clarify your points because you just say stuff and I want to make it clear what you're trying to say so it's not misunderstood.
But
Because Yuji Itadori did not quit. What Megumi said is because he needed help with the culling games. And after Shibuya, Yuji was like,
I don't
I am
wanna get
nothing
involved.
but the cog in the machine. I'm just going to keep killing curses. And Megumi was like, I understand that. I need your help in the culling games because of my system. So that's
His system.
That's what's involved.
Gonna.
It's not that Yuji quit. It's just Yuji was kind of like in the mindset how he is in Modulo now, where he's like, I'm just gonna keep doing my own thing.
No, Mojo, he's finally in the
Modulo, he's technically carrying Gojo's mission
Since
of
when does
making the
Megami have a
next
sister?
generation stronger. Since always.
Didn't say in the anime.
But she doesn't show up anymore yet.
Regardless, like at that point, Yuta asked him for help, and he was like, "No." It had to be Megami to be like, "Bro, actually save me." For Yuji to actually do something. Otherwise,
Did Yuji ever say no when Yuta?
I'm pretty sure Yuta asked him for help, and he was like, "I'm out. I'm don't want to do this."
I
because
think
of
those
what
are-
Sukuna did. He was too scared of
thing
letting
is,
Sukuna out
You're
again.
relying your whole point on this one thing because there's no one.
one
there's-
thing? What do you
no,
think?
no. I'm sorry. This point right now you're making is that you're relying on the fact that Yuji didn't like Megumi had to basically not force him, but like make him fight for him like
Yes.
that.
Which is a little bit what happened against Mahito.
Yeah, if Todo had showed up, Yuji would be dead right now.
Yuji was ready to quit then, yes. But you guys are discounting the point that is the lowest and most dramatic point in the entirety of the series. The lowest point of Yuji.
I would disagree
And you
with
say that
The lowest point of Yuji, I would
Shibuya.
say it's out straight after Shibuya, after he sees the city.
Yeah.
Which he also, but there I don't mind. He started crying.
That's before crying.
Before
He
crying?
doesn't cry then.
He does.
He destroys Mahito
Are we
after
joking?
Shibuya.
When
no?
he's looking at
Yeah.
the crater, he gets
Yeah.
all disease and starts crying.
And then he goes fight Mahito.
And then
No,
he cries.
he doesn't start crying.
He
But,
does.
yes,
He does because he starts doing this on the
Yeah,
asphalt
and he's crying.
starts
But that is the lowest moment for Yuji, and there I don't mind that he started growing up.
That's not even the lowest moment. Because,
that is the worst moment.
No,
he's
because
killed thousands of people and he's blaming himself.
yeah,
bro.
and
That's
then
the worst
afterwards
moment.
he
Fuck,
goes
man.
to fight, and Nobara dies, Nanami dies,
To be
and
fair,
that's
yeah.
when he breaks down into
Yeah.
crying.
No, but he cried as well after.
I don't, because I just remember of him being like,
I promise you, he cried because you see tears falling on the floor.
No, he cried on both. On the one that he starts scraping the asphalt.
Okay,
Okay,
again,
okay,
but that's the same event.
No,
that's
but
the
to be
same.
fair-
It's different. It's not the same event.
It's the same day.
It's same week,
Everything,
bro.
everything in Shibuya happened.
Is that worth enough for you to say he's a crybaby?
No, in
In the
terms of
entirety of the anime, he cries then. Oh, in Shibuya because of that.
is that there's
He's
two,
not-
but I don't mind.
And you
saying
say, oh, it's two different times, so he's a crybaby, so he cries all the time.
First of all, talk to me like
Can you
I'm
not
gonna
understand
separate
how
you, bro.
that's a bad
There's
point?
two parts. One, he's about to get killed by Mahito. It has Todo being like, "Listen, me, can you rise up, brother?" Second time has to be Megami being like, "Save me, help us,
We're not,
do
we're
something."
no longer talking
No,
about
you know,
crying.
our main point wasn't actually.
By cry, baby, I don't mean there's literal tears out of his eyes that he balls up and doesn't help. That's what I mean by
We
cry,
don't mean
baby.
there's actually
I don't
tears
mean
coming
there's
out of
literal
his eyes.
tears.
Okay, but now it's a different point. Balls
No,
up
it's
in,
not. No,
okay,
it's not,
Balls
bro.
up. Okay, so let's talk. Balls up and that doesn't help. After he kills, after Sukuna kills all those people, what does he do? Straight back into the fight. He doesn't ball
But
up.
after Sukuna kills all the people, what do you mean? In Shibuya.
Yeah.
He actively is on the floor bleeding.
Yeah, and he's on the floor and he's like,
He's crying.
and that's when he walks in and he's like, I'm gonna go.
Did I speak about that moment?
You just did.
No. You brought that moment up! What are you I'm only talking talking about the moment after Mahito and moment after Yuta. You bring up, well, after Shibuya. Like, you said, I think his lowest point is the after Mahito. And I said, no, it's
Because
after the
I
crater.
claim
And
what's the
I said, I don't have a problem with the moment.
See,
after-
you shouting. What's that for the argument?
No, because you're not listening. You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm
When did I
not,
say that the moment after, when he's looking at the crater, when did I say that was a problem? I literally just said 5 minutes ago, that moment I don't mind because it makes sense.
Okay, so your problem is that he
Is
cries
that
again.
after Mahito, he balls up, he needs someone to pull him out of that.
And do you think that's unjustified for the character?
It's not about being unjustified, it's that the fact that, combined with that it happens twice, that it's the Mahito fight, that happens, Toga has to bring him out, and then after, Megumi has to bring him out, being like, save me, for him to actually do
But
something.
he wasn't curled up in a ball when Megumi
Bro,
comes
being
to ask
curled
him
up in
for
a ball
help.
and not fighting, or sitting down and not fighting.
But he's
it's
not
semantics.
sitting down. He's
standing up.
He was
He's
act-
actively sitting
he
down
was-
the ball. You're wrong. Sitting down the ball.
Oh my god! Figuratively speaking, come on, bro.
But
Are you serious?
Apparently,
Are you
because he
serious?
doesn't actively cry. I'm wrong.
Season 3 starts with him killing curses with Chozo.
I'm not.
And then Yuta shows up, kills him.
Yeah.
And then that's when Megumi
gives
is
up.
like,
Yeah.
I need your help with the killing
Yeah.
games. He wasn't going to just
No,
give up.
no, Yuta asked for his help. You just like, brother, not willing to do this shit anymore because it's Sukune. And then Megumi has to be like, say,
How sure are you of that? Because I'm not.
From episode one, happened in the film.
you might
I
be
remember
right.
for sure. I'm quoting the line. Megumi comes out of the darkness, and Yuji said some sort of no, and Megumi has to be like, "Save me." That was the line he said, and then that's what pops Yuji out. Combine those things with the fact that he never accomplishes most of his fights, and it's not just fights. For the love of God, I love you guys, but it's not just. I'm not talking about fights, but in terms of accomplishing something as a main character by himself. That most stuff is given to him. Most abilities that he hasn't.
Isn't he pretty much okay? Let's go further on in the manga. Let's take the killing games. Doesn't he 1v1 the guy with the propeller hat?
I would rather not get
That's
spoilers.
one of the guys that he's fighting. Yeah, the guy with the propeller hat. That's one of the reincarnated sorcerers. It's him and someone else. So Yuji basically does a 1v2. It's him against. I'm not saying that they're like
He fights Panda.
peak level strong.
Yuji doesn't fight Panda.
But
does fight Panda.
I know that there's like a moment in the Gully games where he fights those whilst I think Megumi's fighting Reggie. So I know for a fact that he defeats those.
guy with the propeller hat.
Yeah, and then or the helicopter. On his head, and then in this fight against Higuruma, which we know better, he is winning that fight.
Against Higuruma?
Yes,
The one that he gets put on trial and is like, yeah, kill me. I'm guilty.
you know, he said I'm guilty, but he doesn't say kill me.
No, I'm guilty, whatever.
Higuruma then gets the execution sword, and Yuji stands his ground.
No, that's...
And Yuji is arguably winning that fight.
Doesn't fucking, Isn't that the scene where Higuruma goes, we're having
He's
a
losing
fucking
that
retrial
fight.
or whatever the fuck, and he's like,
Yeah.
it's Akuna's fault. It's not yours, Yuji.
Yeah, but
So
it's-
he's not attacking Yuji at that point.
but he gets the execution sword. So he does a retrial after. So Yuji says, I'm guilty. And Higuruma was like, what the fuck? The judge is impartial, so he's like, execution. Higuruma gets the sword, and he's fighting Yuji. Yuji starts to piece him up, and then he's like, why is he
What?
doing this?
So what? Yuji says he's guilty, they leave the domain, the bloke Higuruma starts fighting him just to say we're having a retrial and say Yuji's not guilty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happens, yeah. Yeah, like, and Yuji is dominant in that fight. But because it doesn't
He
end...
actively loses against Higuruma.
No, he doesn't.
He's getting his shit packed up. Are you being for real right
No,
now?
because if he was his shit backed up, all he needed was one strike from the execution sword and he'd be dead.
But he was getting his shit rocked.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, and then they were talking while fighting, and that's when he does the retrial and blames Sukuna.
Okay, and I'm just trying to I'm just honestly trying to understand because we're gonna finish this, and there's not gonna be a change in each of our opinions.
Well,
so I'm just trying to
No, I guess
understand
not.
where you're coming from. For example, again in the manga, spoilers, when Megumi gets Suguna up his ass, like Yuji is the first one to stand his ground, and that's
That's what? Meguna.
Meguna.
Weakened Meguna.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's
Post
top
Gojo.
form, but not post Gojo.
So
Okay.
if it's weakened Meguna, how the fuck are you talking about?
Motional of events. Megumi swallows Sukuna's finger. Meguna arises. Meguna convinces Angel that Megumi is fine.
Sure, Megumi
He
doesn't-
eats like her fucking tit, right? And then it's a small fight between Meguna that just appeared against Yuji and Maki. So Yuji is the first one, and Meguna does like a bunch of slashes on him. You get the panel. Yeah, I'm not discounting that Megumi asked him to save him. I'm not sure that Yuji was like, I quit.
Sitting down.
Oh my god.
Sitting down.
Yeah, sitting down.
So in that first fight, there's a scene, I'm pretty sure, just before Maki appears, where Meguna thinks he just killed Yuji straight away because he sends a bunch of slashes, and then he turns to fight Maki, and then that's when Yuji appears from the rubble, and Meguna is like, "Damn, brat, you're really not fucking dead." Something along those lines.
But how is that him holding his own? Because he didn't die immediately.
Because he tanked all the slashes. that
we
Meguna-
Tanked all the slashes.
they
Oh,
were
you're making
weakened
up
slashes.
shit.
They were
No, but he's
weakened
not even
slashes.
talking about that moment.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You're saying like he tanked his slashes. He didn't. He probably got whacked, survived, and Broski's like, brother, you still here, you fucking scum. But you're acting like, oh, he tanked the full power of Meguna. He didn't, because you die against Meguna, which I'm not saying I have a problem with, because, it's Sukuna, it's fucking
And
strong
he's
as
a
shit.
bomb.
No, he's fucking strong as shit. But I think, he tanked his slashes. That's just being
To be fair,
dishonest.
let me just add this just quickly.
rein it in,
Let me
we
just
do need to move on to the game.
Let me just add this quickly. Like, to me, Yuji, like everyone else, seems to be able to go through struggle and still rise up. No, I'm not saying Yuji's struggle is like fuck, bro. Like
I
fuck.
still like Yuji.
But yeah, and I still like him, and I know his struggle's like, bro, if it was me and I just saw that I massacred fucking whole city, I would also cry.
I never said
But-
Yuji's also not a con.
But he has needed people to help him rise back up.
Again, what's that point? That happens once, if not twice, in the series. And is that enough to
How many-
make him a
No.
or a fraud?
How
I'm
many
not even
ti-
saying
how
bad
many
character,
times has
but
Yuta or
is
anyone
that
else
enough
needed
to
help
bring
to
you
come back up?
to bring your perspective of him as a character down?
It's in terms of everything as a main character. Of most stuff he has or most stuff he does, he needs help.
Example.
Whether it be in fights, whether it be coming back to fight.
Example, Maki's sister, which just died in front of her. Did Maki crawl up in a ball?
She held it.
Or
She
did
held it.
That's what I mean. She rised up. Her sister just died and she
Curled
goes
up
hi.
in a ball and crying happens once in the series.
Well, he kind of cries.
By called up, needing help to come back to the fight. Because we gotta say, brother, otherwise that guy.
But just to reiterate, Yuji Itadori, and then he agrees with me, Yuji Itadori is not a con of JJK.
Yeah.
Oh, at
but
all.
it's also not...
It's like,
The
again,
biggest pro.
he's slightly
No.
above average MC, because that was the whole discussion of top 5 MCs. I don't think he's a top 5 MC. He's not a con. I like Yuji. Do I think he has his problems? Sure. He's not a con of JJK.
But he's also not. The thing is, I don't think
I think we should leave it there. I think we should leave it there, I'm gonna be
to
honest.
make the claim that he's the biggest fraud of JJK and say that he's not a con, or even have
Yes, I
the
can.
opinion
Well,
that he's average.
I think we should do this.
Because if he's the biggest fraud
He's average, bro.
of a show, and he spends the majority of the show is with this character on screen.
That I find a fraud in the sense of how
That's not-
because there's the whole thing of
I don't think
of
that's
Megami.
possible. But,
No, it's possible.
That's my opinion, I guess.
There's the whole thing of like people calling Megami a fraud. You're saying everyone that calls Megami or Yuta a fraud don't like the characters. I can like a character and
I would
recognize they have a
assume so.
problem with it.
No, with Yuta, it's because everyone finds it cool to hate on him, even though they haven't read the manga, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
At the end of the day, I can like a character. Can I not like a character and recognize there's
Why
problems?
is Make Me a fraud?
But calling him the biggest fraud,
He has so much
fraud,
potential and he doesn't
the
do
biggest
much.
fraud of the entire
In
series.
terms of powers and stuff like that. That's what people say when they refer to as fraud of JJK. That's what I mean. People that haven't lived up to their potential. Right?
You know what I think?
That's what I mean.
There's an easy way to fix this, right? You go read the manga for the first time with your eyes open, and we'll sort it out. We can talk about it again. We have to move on to the game.
And what was his name? Pidruski?
Irish
like-
TP or
Irish KP?
bro,
It's like
you get
PD
welcome
Irish,
to
so-
stitch
yeah,
this.
yeah, I think it was PDR.
It was wait. Where's his user? Oh my days, bro. You're covering your old user, bro. DP Irish.
DP, you're welcome to stitch
Much
this
love,
if you want.
Yeah.
Much love, bro. Much love.
Let us know now with
If
different
it's on TikTok,
information.
God knows,
If
God
you
knows.
s- agree with us now or disagree. Because
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
I like Yuji. For people.
And we
fuck
like
it.
you, DP.
Before you call me slurs in the comments again. How about we don't do that?
Yeah, that's what he saw.
GuessLink. Okay, my first question is it anime?
No.
Is it live action?
Yes. Technically.
Should I ask another question? Should I take the technically?
In their house.
Well,
yeah.
what do you guys think?
Yes.
I mean, if he says yes, then
I can double check for you.
Is
double check
it
just for you.
Marvel / DC?
yeah.
Is it from Marvel or DC?
Yes.
Is it Marvel?
Yeah. Same question. Is it Marvel?
No.
Is it a male character?
Yeah. Is it? Would I know this character from a show?
Help me out with this a little bit.
Oh my god, I mean.
Technically.
Technically, yeah.
Is my character human?
Yeah. Well, he's technically human. I'd say.
So it was live action. The answer for live action is yes.
Yes, straight yes. Not technically.
No, yes.
It's your question, right?
Yeah. So let me just run through my questions again. So it is live action.
Yes.
It's DC.
Yes.
And I would technically know it from a show.
Yes.
Is it technically from a show because it's a thing of like it's shown up on shows and films? Or would that be a question?
Is that a question?
I'm confused about what you asked.
Because like you said, it's technically from a show.
You're supposed to only answer yes, no, or technically. Now we're going to go into semantics on what the questions mean.
Okay. Did my character show up in a DC film as well?
What do you mean by DC film?
You
It's a
answered.
DC character.
Huh?
It's a DC character.
Yeah.
So I'm confused about what
So he's asking if it's been
Because
in the
you
film.
said technically from a show.
it's been in the film.
There you go. Okay.
What a guessing, guys.
My next question is: has my character appeared in live action?
Yeah.
Did my character show up in any of the DC EU films?
Help me with this. I don't even know what DCU means.
It's like
Jim,
all the
it's-
Zack Snyder ones.
Yeah. So all the Justice Leagues, Batman,
No,
v
I
Superman.
don't think so.
Basically, pretty much, yeah.
No.
So pretty much all that there
don't
is
think so.
for films.
Okay. Is
check
my
it,
character
Let me double check that for you.
has my character appeared in a live action movie?
Yeah. The only non-DC EU DC film is Superman.
No, there's also movies beforehand.
Before DCU?
Yeah. Like DCU starts with Man of Steel. I know.
And it has definitely been in a live action.
Is my character in either Black Lightning, DC Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, Arrow, Titans? None of those.
No.
Has my character appeared in the MCU?
No. Yes. 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 Sorry. Yeah. I like it. Forgot that was MCU.
Is it anything surrounding... Is my character from anything surrounding the Suicide Squad?
No.
Is my character a mutant?
No.
Did my character show up in a Superman film?
No.
Has my character appeared in a live action movie before the MCU?
Yeah.
He wouldn't go with like fucking Hal Jordan, and technically Hal Jordan didn't show up, but Green Lantern did. I don't think so. I think I'm genuinely cooked here. So, we'll technically know from the show, but it's also in films. Is my character in either of the Injustice games?
Yes.
Okay, he's getting close. I have an idea of someone in mind, but I don't want to narrow it down so quickly in case I get it wrong. But he's also quite close, I feel like. I feel like he's touching the rim. So I'm gonna go because if it's a before MCU and not a
To be
mutant,
completely honest with you, I'm still gonna need like another 3 questions to even have a general idea.
and showed up in the MCU, I think I know who this is. Oh my god! I want to also narrowing it
I have
down.
a spasm next to me.
Is my character a part of that Fantastic Four?
No.
Roy Farios Human Torch.
But it's also in films. Swamp Thing isn't in any film.
He's looking at me like I know what the fuck's going on.
Is my character from... Does my character show up in the second Injustice?
Help me out.
What was the question?
If my character shows up in the second
in a
Injustice.
second, it does.
The thing is, technically human, right? The Silver Surfer is full. No, but we've done Silver Surfer as well, and it's fully alien. Full alien. Okay, Ghost Rider hasn't shown up in the MCU yet. Oh, is my character a villain?
No.
Is my character considered male?
Yes.
What a question.
Oh, fuck.
Could it be like an in between?
MCU, not mutant live action before MCU.
Let me think of one.
How can it be in both the MCU and before the MCU and not be in Deadpool and Wolverine?
We're gonna have to push for an answer.
Question.
Has
for
it been a
question.
minute?
Yeah.
Does my character have any powers or abilities?
Technically,
Right.
I'll say technically.
I'll say obvious. Like,
If it's obvious, no.
technically. Powers.
Be very technically. I think that's the appropriate answer.
Yeah, I forgot who your character is.
I'm really lost here. Like, genuinely.
MCU.
Maybe try different angles. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to go
For
through.
both of
But like, I keep reminding myself of characters, but even, for example, I thought of Grodd. He's been in The Flash. Thought of Deadshot. He's been Suicide Squad related. Enchantress, Suicide Squad related. Dr. Fate was in Black Adam, I mean. Does my character have powers?
No.
Okay. Who is the fourth one?
Okay, so it can't be the two I was thinking of.
Oh, it was fucking that bitch. Again, I don't know.
No, but get him. I'm gonna implode, bro.
Well,
we have 2 questions each.
Technically, powers.
One of you just pull a nugget.
But it hasn't been. No, because I asked if it was in the MCU, not because. Has my character been in an MCU movie?
Yes.
Pull a nugget, Ruff.
Pull a nugget.
Bring it home.
Bring home for the family, man.
Does my character use any form of guns?
No.
Okay, right now I'm thinking. I think you might have gone something Spider-Man related. It's the only thing I can think of. Obviously not Peter. But so because MCU film, but it's not a villain. What Spider-Man ally technically has powers, and it's been in both. Like legit, there isn't one. Because so is my character? I don't really want to waste too much time. I also have nothing to go on, and I don't think I was gonna ask you if it's in Marvel Rivals, but I don't think you gave me such like a well-known character. I think you went quite deep. Have I seen this character in the game?
Yes.
Is my character considered a villain?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys have questions, right?
Yeah.
So now you just think of your guesses.
I was expecting you to ask the hero villain question so much sooner, bro.
Let me show you off.
No. But I was thinking Brainiac.
No brains.
Wait,
I've got my shot.
What is when you have yours, Ruff?
Let me just think a little bit more.
Sure. Let me guess.
My guess is going to be Brainiac.
Blade.
Blade is correct. Yours was Scarecrow.
How would I know from a show?
Well,
Because he's been in animated shows.
Yeah,
we've
Like,
done the
he's
Scarecrow before.
He's been in what's her name? Fucking Joker's girlfriend,
let's
bro.
wrap it up.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
He was in show. He's been in some shows. That's why I said technically.
Yeah, he has been in a lot of animated
Like
shows.
for example, Harley Quinn.
And he was also technically in a movie.
He was in a live action
live-action
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Batman.
Yeah.
Movie. Well, with the Christian Dollar.
It was the guy that does Peaky Blinders. He's the Scarecrow.
Let's wrap it up, please, because we have to go.
So hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you for being here in another Friday. See us on Monday when we post again. Please, for the broader complex, for the broader verdict, give us your takes, and there's a 99.99% chance that we'll review on the pod. So do please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment.
We'll see you Monday.
We'll see you Monday.